Welcome to Orators Diary, your go-to podcast for public speaking tips, tricks, speeches, and vibes. It is Joshua Praise and the one and only too talented lady, Akonbi Badro.
Afokwe Folorum. And today we are going to be talking about a very hot, spicy, and interesting topic.
Yes.
The chronicles of the 2023 elections and the role of public speaking skills in politics. So we've come to realize that public speaking skills are very important in the world today, and in fact it transcends and it cuts across all facets of life. So particularly today we are going to be talking about the very, very important roles that public speaking skills play in politics. So first, we'll go to the question of what are the roles that public speaking skills play in politics. I'll be asking Joshua. So tell us.
Thank you very much, Afokwe. I can't agree less with you that public speaking spans across all facets of life. Now, this is politics. We're narrowing it down to politics now because we all know that the 2023 election is around the corner. There's a lot of politics and all. Now, as a person, you might feel, oh, I don't have a public speaking skill. I beg to disagree with you. I am here to disagree with you that I don't have a public speaking skill. The first thing I feel you need to know is that you should know your audience. That is one of the roles of public speaking, knowing your audience, knowing how to communicate to your audience. The way I'm going to convince someone that is learned is different from the way I'm going to convince or talk to someone that is not learned as regards maybe my candidate or the person coming out to vote. Do you understand? So I feel knowing your audience goes a very long way. Take example, one of the aspirants contesting for the post of the president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. When he went for his declaration of intention at Ogun State, he knew the persons that were coming to that particular gathering. He spoke Yoruba all through. He spoke his native language. He did not speak English or no. He knew the persons he was coming to meet. That was where the Emelokon slang came from and everything. So knowing your audience goes a very, very long way. That's like the foundation of everything. Before you can even say, okay, I want to convince this person to come and vote. Knowing the person goes a long way. The way I'm going to relate with Afokwe, that okay, Afokwe, let's go and vote, is different from the way I will relate with someone that is selling roasted plantain. That mommy, let's go and vote. It's a very different thing. Do you understand?
Yes. I think that is a very, very, very germane point. And another role that public speaking skills play in politics is that it helps effective communication. For instance, a politician needs to be able to connect effectively with the people he's talking to, the people that he's trying to convince and tell them to buy into his idea or whatever he wants to do. And it is trite that it is very important for politicians to actually arouse the emotions of the audience so that these people understand what is coming to do.
Yes.
And they buy into the idea of what is actually coming to do, because there is no way these people can actually vote for somebody they don't connect to or connect with. So I think effective communication is very, very important as a politician, and these public speaking skills are the things that help you build the skill.
And even to buttress your point, aside from being a politician, being a normal citizen or being an ordinary citizen, let me just use that word, effective communication also goes a very long way. Even after you've known your audience. After knowing your audience, how do you talk to them and convince them to buy your idea? Even aside being a politician or being an aspirant, just being an ordinary citizen that okay, I want this woman to come and vote. I want this daddy to come and vote. How do you want them to connect to? How do you want them to believe what you're saying? Because you have to be able to connect to to the audience, to the person you're talking to. You have to be able to connect to them. You have to be able to connect so that you can convey your message effectively to them.
And convince them.
That okay, this is the reason why I want you to vote, and this is the reason why I want you to vote for this particular person. So I feel connecting to your audience goes a very long way. And Afokwe, you agree with me that another role of public speaking skill is that it helps your audience trust the speaker. It helps your audience trust you as a speaker, basically.
Yes.
I feel that if as a speaker or as a person you are trying to your audience already, you're connecting with them. The next thing is it helps your audience trust you, and you will sound convincing to them, like, this guy,
he actually knows what he's doing.
And it's true. What he's saying is this. What he's saying is that. I think I should follow what he's saying.
I think you agree with me that you would not want to vote for somebody that cannot effectively pass his message across, because you will be asking yourself the question that if this person cannot come here to effectively convey what he intends to do, how would he even do it in the first place? So I think public speaking skills are very important. They help impose confidence and trust in the audience, and say, okay, this person is he has a way of dealing with charismatic too, the charismatic part of it, and say, okay, this person is charismatic, this person can speak well, this person knows his or our audience, this person has connected well, then probably it increases. It might not be the sure bet of a politician getting into office, but of course I 100% believe that it increases the chances of people buying into who the person is as a political leader and his idea.
I just feel the role of public speaking skills is just like someone driving towards a destination. So public speaking is the car, and you are the driver, and taking you to your destination is you conveying your message right.
Yes. And I think that public speaking skills are actually like a very good, very good vehicles, because at the end of the day, when you're presenting to somebody, like, you can just imagine two people going to a place, probably to meet a dignitary, and one person is coming in a down-4 bus, and another person is coming in a Range Rover. I think, if this dignitary is somebody that is very selective and, partial and, plays favoritism and all of those things, you would want to listen to the person in the Range Rover before, because you're like, this person should know what he's here for. Why would you be coming to me? So I think this is what public speaking skills help to do. It just helps you pave the way, into the heart of the audience. And this takes us to our next point on what the role of public speaking skills are in politics. It also helps audience and understand the politician, and like Joshua said, it also helps citizens to discourage political apathetic attitudes in other citizens.
Absolutely.
Like how you said earlier that the way you would want to convince a learned person to vote or to actively engage in politics is different from the way you go and meet a roadside seller, of whatever item it is that, come and vote or participate in politics. As a citizen, you need, public speaking skills. Public speaking skills is not just for public speakers or politicians, because at the end of the day, we know how we say little drops of water make the ocean and everything. If you want to be a politician tomorrow, I think you should start today. So by the time you start, in fact, this is just a very practical thing. You want to be a politician probably in the next 5 years, and you're going to be standing in front of a large gathering talking to people, and today you are not even making intentional efforts on how you talk to just one person. How do you intend that would be?
I even think I would like to say something.
Okay.
I think you actively participating even in politics, I feel you're already a politician.
Yeah.
You are already a politician, because it does not necessarily mean you vying for a particular position before you can be a politician. You being active in your country's politics, in your local government politics, even in your school politics. It shows that this person is a politician. And if as a politician that you are, or even as a citizen that you are unable to even speak to just your friend, even your circle of friends, how do you want to convince persons or people to vote you in? Or how do you want to convince people to say, okay, this guy has a potential, let us buy into his idea?
Right from time, right? I definitely, feel that this point that we just talked about is a typical example of what you pay attention to becomes a passion. Because if you want to become a politician, you want to apply for a post, or you're vying for a post in the next few years, I think the time to start is now. The time you need to start building your public speaking skills is now. So definitely it also helps discourage other citizens, political apathetic attitudes and all of those things.
Okay, let's just do a summary of what we said earlier. Roles of public speaking skills. The first one we said was knowing your audience, knowing okay, these are the persons I want to talk to, these are the set of people that are here, this is how to talk to them. And effective communication, which boils down to, okay, this is how I will talk to this person. The way I'm going to talk to someone that is learned is different from the way I will talk to someone who is unlearned. And another one is good public speaking skills helps the audience to trust the speaker. It helps your audience be like, oh, this guy is actually making a whole lot of sense. And the last one we said was it helps the citizens discourage political apathetic attitudes in other citizens. It helps other citizens actively participate in politics. And we can just hope and pray that coming 2023, the electorate will be able to elect God-fearing presidents and leaders, God-fearing presidents, God-fearing leaders, governors and senators, and people that have the interests of citizens at heart. I just pray that God will help us to elect them into office.
And we have reached the end of today's episode. This podcast has been brought to you by ABC Speak Academy. To learn more about public speaking, register for training at ABC Speak Academy. To register, contact Coach Empress on 0701 635 6886. You can also connect with us on Instagram at ABC_speak. And we would love you to remember that I can speak.
You can speak.
Anybody can speak.